Hello and welcome to the return of the delayed kickoff. We're back after a month or so away, summer break, so to speak. What was that?
It's longer than a month.
Well, no, because we did that one random thing, didn't we, during the Euros?
Oh shit! Yeah, I felt like that.
I nearly did as well. As you can hear, we're joined by Jamie Ogden.
Hello.
That was very formal. The full name today, and Maximus.
Hello.
Who we can excuse the coughing today for external reasons. And today is
reasons being he went clubbing and got COVID.
Yeah, well, I didn't want to, overstep the mark and announce that, but there you go. Today we're doing Premier League predictions because we're just under a week away, or just over a week away, I should say, to the 2021-22 Premier League season. Last year we didn't do the predictions because I don't really know why. Blame Max because it probably was his fault.
Just blame Max because
probably was your fault. But this time we've actually organised and we are doing it. So the order is, first of all, we're going to be predicting the Premier League table and we're going to go from 20 to first. And then we'll predict Player of the Year, Golden Boot and Golden Glove. So let's get straight into it and starting with the three relegation places, 20th, 19th and 18th. We'll go to Maximus. So, Max, who's 20th, who's 19th, and who's 18th for you?
I need to get my thing up. Oh, what are you signing for?
Because you said you were ready and you had it up.
No, I didn't.
You should have gone to me first, Charlie.
Yeah, right. Okay, we'll go to Jamie first. Jamie, who have you got in the relegation places, 20th, 19th? And
I have bottom of the league, Watford.
Oh.
I have in 19th Brentford.
Oh.
And I have in 18th Southampton.
Oh.
And that was changed after news yesterday.
About Danny Ings moving to Villa, yes.
Yeah, I did change it after I heard that news.
Okay, right. Max, what's your three?
So in 18th, I've got Watford. In 19th, I've got Southampton. And then in 20th, I've gone for Crystal Palace.
Oh, fuck.
This is interesting. I've gone 20th Norwich, 19th Watford, 18th Burnley. So we've all got a different team sort of getting relegated there.
Other than Watford, who we all got going down.
Yeah.
If we would have done this this time yesterday, I would have also had Burnley in the relegation zone instead of Southampton. But because they lost Ings, I've put them in there. To be fair, this isn't my I feel like this isn't my actual prediction because I did want to put the three promoted clubs in the bottom three.
Yes, it was so tempting to,
yeah. Because I just couldn't see anyone else going down, and I just thought I can't do that. I'm just going to have to change this.
Neither of you have a fucking clue what goes on outside the Premier League.
Hang on, haven't you got two of the promoted teams in there?
Here's my thinking.
I'm on the wind up, don't worry.
I'm going to explain my thinking. Norwich, I think they'll always, get promoted and do relatively poor. I think Pookie's going to do the exact same he did last time and have a good start and then tail off. We don't know if they're keeping Cantwell yet, and they've just lost Buendia, so it's going to be tough for them. Watford, I think they're going to do well, but I think ultimately not going to have enough. And Burnley, I've just put there because more out of hope than actual prediction, but I just think they're going to run out of luck. It's a bit harsh saying that they're in the league because of luck, but I think that Sean Dyche football's not going to suffice this Premier League season.
That's sort of the same with me and Southampton. I just don't think Southampton have got enough, to be honest with you. We didn't really see much from them at the back end of last season, and obviously a lot can change with Ralph Hasenhüttl. I think in the 2 seasons he's been there, they've been sort of half good, half bad in both seasons. But yeah, I don't think they'll have enough this season. And as for Crystal Palace, I think Patrick Vieira is a great coach, but I think the signings they've made aren't full of experience. And I think, again, Vieira had quite a good squad at Nice. who he was sort of like given. I think he'll struggle, but I'd like to see him kept hold of should they go down, and they could they can use he can gain experience in the championship, get him promoted, because I think he could definitely do that. But yeah, I think the players they've signed, I don't think will be enough to keep them up.
Yeah.
Max, we've gone very different with Crystal Palace.
Well, you think Palace are going to do well, do you?
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to do amazing, but I've got them up there.
I think they're in serious trouble, man.
I think whenever they keep
Southampton,
Zaha,
but we'll get there.
whenever they keep Zaha, they're always sort of from that 10th to 15th range. So
I agree. I think
with a player like Eze out though, you know, like
Eze's out, isn't he?
Team, but I think they could definitely.
Yeah, but how long's he out for?
He's 6 more months, I think. Could take him into the new year, apparently.
God, that's not yeah. Interesting.
They've basically signed his replacement, haven't he? And that who's the one they got from Reading? I don't want to mispronounce his name.
Yeah, Elise.
Yeah, that's it. He looks class.
Mm.
So
Yeah,
maybe
he's a very good
maybe
player,
you can fill in for Eze. But no, I think they've got too much to go down. Although they just lost Van Aanholt, haven't they? He's gone.
Mate,
he's gone.
He's not even that good.
Well, yeah, none of Palace's players are that good apart from Eze.
Yeah, but even like Palace fans didn't rate Van Aanholt.
I think it'll be interesting to see how Benteke does this season if he's given the chance, because at the end of last season he hit that sort of purple patch, didn't he?
Yeah, he did do very well at the end of the season. I was happy because I like Benteke.
Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see if he can carry that sort of form on. So, but I again, it's so hard to predict where any of these teams are going to finish because the transfer window isn't actually finished yet.
Yeah.
So it's going to be difficult. We'll do 17th up to 13th. So that's the five. Yeah, that's the 5 clubs. Jamie, who have you got 17th going to 13th?
I have 17th Burnley, just avoiding relegation. I've gone 16th Norwich, 15th Wolves, 14th Newcastle, and 13th Brighton.
Okay, yeah.
I feel like
Yeah,
when Max said yesterday, because Max said yesterday that he were putting Wolves in 16th, and I thought, fucking hell, yeah. I mean, I've put them one up, but Wolves have just.
Mate,
I feel like
Max will probably moved down to 17th.
Have you?
Yeah,
they've just not signed anyone.
Finger out. I don't give a shit about FFP in Europe. Like, I don't get. I don't even want to talk about it. It's just.
To be fair, you've basically got the same squad as last season, except you've got Jimenez back.
Yeah.
So maybe I'm being a bit harsh with 15th.
Max, what's your?
I've got Brentford in 17th, Wolves in 16th, Newcastle in 15th, Burnley in 14th, and Norwich in 13th.
Oh, okay. Well, I've also got Brentford 17th. I've got Palace 16th, Newcastle 15th, Wolves 14th, and Brighton 13th. So I think we've all got relatively similar ones there.
Yeah. In any case, I've got Brighton 12th, so we sort of got Brighton around the same place.
Yeah. Norwich 13th might surprise a few people. Max, why have you thought Norwich are going to do?
I think they've vastly improved on their squad with the signings they've made. I think Lees Malou and Rashika are some very good signings. Despite the fact they may have been, well, obviously Rashika sort of had an average season at Werder Bremen, but there's still a player in there, and he'll want to show that in the Premier League. I think that the other teams as well, I think Norwich will have that bit more consistency over him. I can see them getting a few more wins under their belt. They sort of had time to regroup and reassess the situation in the Championship, and I think they'll stick to their guns like they did last season. They were in the Prem, and we could see a bit more consistency out of them, and maybe a 13th place finish.
you think Pookie is gonna
My
be the
favourite
consistent
Finn.
scorer?
Well, actually, he's not my favourite Finn, but yeah, I think he'll. The thing with Pookie is he's one of them players that belongs between the Championship and the Premier League.
Yeah. Well, I think Norwich kind of are that club as well, aren't they?
So if Pookie can get some consistency together, that'll be massive in Norwich finishing as high as I've got him. I do think they need to sign another striker other than Ida and Pookie, just because, that's not really good enough for the Premier League.
That Ida's meant to be good though, isn't he? Like he's
Yeah, he's good, but I wouldn't put him on a Premier League bench. Do you know what I mean?
no,
Then
not yet. He's still quite young, isn't he?
Like but
Yeah, definitely. We'll talk a bit more about Wolves, Max, because we've all got them
have to.
relatively low considering. Why have you gone so low as 17th? I know they haven't signed anyone, and that's the easy answer.
I've got, to be fair, mate, I've got him at 16th. But
Oh, you got them at 16th. Oh yeah, Brentford was at 17th.
For the style of football we want to play, we need at least fucking 5 new signings, and we're going to be lucky to get 1 new signing. I don't know what it is. I don't know. Apparently, it's something to do with FFP.
What FFP?
But if
That
you look
seems
at
a bit-
teams like Villa, who are spending they've spent upwards of 400 million in the past 3 years, and they've got fucking nowhere with it. I don't.
How
Really
could you be getting done by financial fair play? You don't spend any money.
Mate, we've been done by FFP. We got done by FFP that season we were in the Europa League.
Yeah,
We
but
could
how
only have
did you
22
sign?
players in the squad.
What? Because of what?
Because I don't know. Apparently we did FFP. But
Who did you sign that season?
Catroni. It was the season before, to be fair, but apparently because we signed Jota, Matinho, Patricio, and
Shit,
all
he
of
did
those
make-
boys that we had on loan in the Championship. We signed them permanently. So yeah, that probably didn't help our FFP, but at the same time, everyone talks about Villa getting into Europe. When they do get into Europe, they're going to be smacked with a massive fucking ban or fine or something because they've just spent so much money and they haven't made any back.
Well,
Max,
they made 100 million. Made 100 million back.
Well, all right, so have we.
What off who?
We made money off Jota, Costa, Cavallero. Who else?
you might make it off Neves if he leaves.
We made loads of money last time. We had a positive net spend last summer.
Yeah, but you barely signed anyone last summer, did you?
No, but yeah, we did. We signed Semedo, Silva. That's 60 million.
Oh shit! Yes.
Oh yeah, Silver costs a
was
lot.
Yeah,
shitty.
Silva costs a lot of money.
Shits on the Silver. Yeah, to be fair, Wolves actually spend a lot more money than I thought.
Yeah, well,
I feel like the only one.
not this summer. We just, I imagine next summer maybe we'll turn the tap off or turn the tap on, should we say?
Can't turn it off anymore.
Tap's can't turn it off
out
anymore.
of the ones that I chose from like 17th to 13th, I do think Wolves are the ones that I might either get spot on or massively wrong.
No, mate, we'll be lucky. We might get embroiled in a relegation scrap.
Well, no, 'cause if everyone stays fit, you'll be nowhere near a relegation scrap.
Yeah, you've got a front three and you've got an attack that is
but our
far
squad
too
is
good to
got
be in a relegation fight.
We had everyone was going down injured against Coventry in pre-season the other day.
Yeah. So you
Don't
might
much.
get injuries, but if everyone stays fit and you've got like Adama, Neto, and Jimenez as your front three, then that front three should be nowhere near bottom half of the table.
Well, yeah, we'll see. But
Jimenez is one of the best.
We want to play. We need 3
agree.
new signings. We aren't getting 3 new signings. We'd be lucky to get 1 fucking signing through the door.
Max, what's the situation with the goalkeeper? Because Patricia's left. Have you actually
who's your goalkeeper now?
got anyone in, or was it?
We got Jose
Ruddy?
Sarr from Olympiacos. That was about a month ago, mate.
Oh, so you have actually made a sign.
Yeah, we've got Sarr, and we've signed Trincao on loan, and we've got Yerson Mosquera, who's obviously he's been ruled out for a couple of weeks, but he's been very good in pre-season. But these aren't really like statement signings. These are sort of just we're replacing players that went in the past, and we're sort of signing their carbon fucking copies and hoping for the best. It's not they're not big signings. Do you know what I mean? They're not
Yeah,
like
yeah.
Villa signing Danny Ings or fucking. I'm trying to think of any other club outside the top six. Like Leicester signing Sumari. We were linked with Sumari. Why didn't we sign him? He would have been fucking perfect for our midfield.
I think Wolves have been in this situation for
A couple
maybe
seasons.
1 or 2 seasons where
Yeah.
their main objective is keeping the players they actually have at the moment rather than actually getting new
Yeah,
players
but
in.
now Jeff Shee's saying sell to buy, and how can we fucking sell to buy? We haven't got a squad. We've got the fucking smallest squad in the Prem. How the
Exactly.
fuck do you sell to buy if that?
It is interesting to say the least.
Yeah, it's annoying. That's what it is.
It's just gonna be exactly the same as last season, where you're just massively dependent on whether Jimenez stays fit. Because if he gets injured, you're fucked again.
Yeah, we'll see, man. But I personally, I don't rate our chances this season. I think next season maybe we can turn the tap on a bit with signings, but yeah, they already speak about in Ask Wolves. They already speak about how they're trying to run the fucking club at a low cost and charge the supporters a shit ton. And yeah, it's fucking
right.
it's not
Let's
Wolves.
let's skip to the rest of the mid-table. Let's go from 12th to 8th. Starting with who did we start? I'll start this time. So 12th I've got Everton, 11th I've got Southampton, 10th I've got West Ham, 9th I've got Leeds, and 8th I've got Leicester.
Oh, fucking hell. Wait, you had Southampton in 10th?
11th.
11th? Was that made before Danny Ings fucked off?
No, it was made. I'm kind of hoping Southampton bring in a top striker. That is, I've sort of kind of loosely predicted the transfer window during this prediction, which is very risky, I admit. But
yeah,
they've got to sign someone, and I think
That's a
Tammy
massive-
Abraham's free. If they get Tammy Abraham, I think that could
he
work for them.
He looks off to Atalanta, Tammy Abraham, doesn't he?
Does he? He's been linked everywhere. I think it's
Yeah.
Apparently he's going to
It's meant to be
Atlanta
them
because
round.
Zapata's
Fair
going
play.
to Inter.
Yeah, Zapata to Inter, Lukaku to Chelsea, and Abraham to Atalanta. So
That's a nice triangle. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Hasselhoff, so I think he can do a job. But that is one of the more riskier predictions of this table, anyway. Max, who have you got 12th to 8th?
So I've got Brighton in 12th, Everton in 11th, West Ham in 10th, Arsenal in 9th, and Leeds in 8th.
Okay, Jamie.
the first one is probably my biggest, maybe odd one. I've got 12 Crystal Palace, 11th Aston Villa, 10th Leeds, 9th West Ham, and 8th Everton.
Okay.
But I don't know whether I'm really. I don't know how to predict Aston Villa without.
Yeah, that was the one that I kind of was shocked at you saying.
It has just been. Fabrizio's just tweeted that he signed his contract. Jack Grealish
to City.
Yeah.
Okay,
so I don't know how their new signings are going to do, and I don't know how, because last season without Grealish, he went from challenging from Europe to looking like relegation battle. But they have made a lot of good signings.
Yeah, they've had one of the best transfer windows, I think.
Have they?
Well, yeah, on paper they have. Whether they all gel, you don't know.
It's going to be really tough, isn't it, to see what Villa are doing.
Come out and said one game will play like Ronaldo, and then for the next 5 games it'll be shit.
I think
had a year left on his contract, and he's always injured.
Who are you talking about? Bailey?
Ashley Young. Ashley Young's he's fucking Stone Age, but he could probably still do a job. Yeah.
That was a weird signing from my perspective.
Who else is it they've signed?
Buendia, Danny Ings.
Buendia.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah, he made loads of good signings.
He was in there, but he created all those chances, and Norwich still went down. You know.
Yeah, but
they're getting a good side together, but
he's going to be feeding chances to Ings and Watkins, isn't he?
Yeah.
Rather than Pookie, who was inconsistent.
Who gets a goal every 5 sitters.
Still holding that agenda.
No, I am, because I thought, yeah.
And they're rumoured in for Cantwell as well. I think if they get Cantwell, that's a really good transfer window for Villa. So, but
yeah.
Again, I'm not going to blame you for putting Villa low down, because it is hard to predict where they're going to finish. Yeah,
I think they need a new manager, to be honest. I don't think Dean Smith's good enough.
I think this season is going to be the make or break for Dean Smith, if he's up to it. Because realistically, with the squad Villa have, they really should be challenging for not Champions League, but definitely Europa
Should
League.
be fucking chat, mate. They spend 100 million in every summer since they've been promoted, and they haven't got Europe yet. That's
Yeah,
a
they
day.
should be, near
Yeah,
it.
fans always fucking say, "Oh, we finished above you." I fucking hope the least you do is finish above us. If you spend 100 mil every summer.
Yeah. Originally, I think my most controversial one out of that 5 or 6 that we did there was Leicester, 8th. I did have them higher, and then I remembered Fafana got the injury yesterday in the friendly, and I think that's going to be a massive hit for them because I looked at their defense and they've got Soyuncu and Evans are probably going to be the centre backs unless they get another.
Evans is out.
Yeah, Evans is injured. Because I saw Leicester fans saying they've only got like one senior centre back fit.
Yeah,
I think they've made
they've
some
got
good
Benkovic
signings.
and Amarte, but Benkovic and Amarte are a bit
Yeah.
Yeah, they're a bit
I think they've got Dakar in, which is a great signing, Samari, which is a good signing as well. Both of them will be good, but I think defensively, this season is going to be because Fafana isn't coming back anytime soon. It's a horrific injury, so I just think they're not going to be. I think they'll challenge up until a point, and then maybe they'll bottle it sooner than they usually bottle it.
Yeah, I was going to say they normally.
I've got fucking Everton in 8th, and I think I might have taken an L on that by the end of the season.
Yeah, I think Rafa's first season, you're not going to expect fireworks. I think.
Yeah, I think if you offered 8th to Everton fans, they'd fucking take it. Because they finished 10th last season with Carlo Ancelotti.
Well, Everton are your second club, really, aren't they?
I do always over predict what Everton are going to do. I always say we're going to be up there, and they never are.
Yeah,
but I don't know.
No, that's literally perfect. That's a perfect description of your relationship with them. You're always like,
yeah,
they'll be up
the
there.
whole of last season, I was just like, no, I kept saying, no, they could be in there for top 4, and they ended up finishing fucking 10th.
Yeah,
people were having them Premier League winners at the start of the season when they went on like 8 games unbeaten.
there was all that hype for them, and then they just
Yeah, but they've got a really good defense. If Pickford can continue his Euros form into the Premier League, then they've got a really good keeper behind that defense.
That's been the story of Pickford, though. He's really good for England, but he's crap for everyone. I don't really know why.
I actually think I think Gray and Townsend are actually not bad signings.
No, neither do I. And they got Begovic, who's a good sub keeper.
And if they can keep James Rodriguez,
awesome signing for me.
Yeah, if you can keep James Rodriguez, I feel like I've got hope for them. Well, I say hope for them. I have got them to finish 8th. It's not the best achievement in the world, but
yeah.
But I mean, like Keane's got absolutely no hope for this season. I don't think.
Yeah, the resident Everton fan. Yeah,
I don't think many Everton fans have got much hope. So,
where did we all have West Ham? Did we put West Ham in that 5 that we mentioned? I put them in 10th.
I've got them in 9th, just above Leeds.
Yeah, I got Leeds in 9th, so it'll be. I don't think they're going to do another Europa League run. There's a one-off, I think.
To be fair, I think when I'm now fixed, I did this league table very quick. But now I think about it, they've got Europa League football, and
I didn't consider
that always fucks you up in your league form.
Yeah,
and then they're not. It doesn't look like we're going to have Jesse Lingard this season.
The last 2 teams who have qualified for Europe. Well, say the last 2 teams. So you look at Wolves. What we qualified 18, 19, 19, 20. We went and finished 7th for the next season, and we weren't that badly hindered. Maybe at the start, but we weren't that badly hindered by Europe. We played the most games, and we still managed to finish 7th again.
I think wasn't that the season
again in the Europa League, and they finished what did they finish? 5th.
Yeah, then you look at Arsenal as well, and they Arsenal and Spurs, they were. I mean, they might not. Europa League might not have made much of a difference to their league position finishing. They might have just been very shit. But
yeah, I think the answer was
yeah, they both had shy league finishes and they were in Europa. But yeah, I don't know. It depends. Just depends on the squad. But I mean, West Ham. It doesn't look like we're going to get Jesse Lingard, and he was obviously a massive part in them getting Europa League.
Yeah.
Who've he signed? Have he signed anyone?
Yeah, Alfonso Areola.
Oh, right.
That's a good signing, actually. That's a really good signing.
Yeah, but I mean, Fabianski's he's a good keeper anyway, so I don't see much change there.
That's true. I think did they
basically
have a
got-
striker? Because Antonio was in and out of the goals, wasn't he?
Yeah, I mean they basically got the same squad as last year, aren't they? Except they're not going to have Jesse Lingard this time.
Yeah,
Well, they might not. They might still get him, but
definitely. And Leeds, I think they're not going to have a second season syndrome. They'll be there and thereabouts again. I think 9th.
yeah,
They strike me as a team that are going to consistently get mid-table for a few seasons now. Some games they'll be amazing. Other games they'll be
You
crap.
just want them to go down because it's Leeds and you hate Leeds.
I actually don't
No, you
desperately
do.
hate
As a
Leeds.
Man United fan, it's your job to hate Leeds.
I'd rather Leeds in the in terms of entertainment.
Oh Christ!
But
yeah. I mean,
principle, yes.
first game of the season will be good.
Yeah, that is a belter. Let's do the 3 other European places are in Champions League. So we got 7th place, which will be the European Conference League, whatever that is, and then the 6th and 5th Europa League. So Jamie, we'll start with you, 7th to 5th.
7th, I've got Spurs. 6th, I've got Arsenal, which is I might have overestimated that.
Bloody hell.
And 5th, I've got Leicester.
Okay,
Another 5th for Leicester.
Max.
So 7th I've got Leicester, 6th I've got Spurs, and 5th I've got Villa.
Okay,
Have you said Arsenal yet?
yeah, they were like
Ninth.
9th.
Oh, right.
I've gone Spurs 7th, Villa 6th, Arsenal 5th.
Ooh,
Now,
fuck.
Arsenal 5th is probably
I'm sorry, Arsenal. Nah, fucking hell, boys. They've signed the most average centre back in the world.
Well, it's better than what they had.
I do think Ben White's a good sign.
Oh. Mate,
They've got a decent squad.
Nah, man.
I think, in all fairness, we banned to Arsenal and we banned to Pepe. But towards the end of last season, Pepe kind of hit a little bit of form.
Well, Arsenal actually did all right in their league form from Christmas towards the end of the season, didn't they?
Yeah.
So I mean,
Signing.
Saka's only going to get better. I think
True.
Ben White improves their defense a lot.
Smith Rowe's only going to get better. And
No, because
Aubameyang,
their
Lacazette.
defense is shy. Their defense is
better
shy.
as the season goes on, yeah, but he doesn't improve that. They need.
I know. No, you tell me. Like they had, what was it last season? They had David Luiz and who else at centre back? Fucking
Gabriel
Holden.
and Holden, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah,
Gabriel.
like he's miles better than David Luiz.
He's not as good as
He's
Gabriel.
gone now.
Maybe not David Luiz in his fucking
He's
prime,
not
but
miles- I wouldn't say he's miles better than David Luiz. Just don't.
he is now. He is now.
Nah, I wouldn't say. I don't think he's that good of a signing.
David Luiz isn't like a crazy bad defender. He just makes so many like really big mistakes.
He just makes a couple of high-profile mistakes every season, and people pick up on it. He's actually quite a good defender when he's on form.
I don't. Yeah, but for Arsenal, who are wanting to get top 4, I don't
no,
think.
Yeah, I mean,
They won't
50
get
million.
top
50 million is insane. Like, you should not be spending 50 million on fucking
That's
on
the English tax, that is.
Yeah, that's true. But no, I do think they've got a good squad. If Aubameyang can hit the form he hit 2 seasons ago, not last season, if he can get back to that, Pepe's getting better. Saka's going to get better. If a party can find his form, I mean, I'm saying all this, but I mean, I've got them finishing 6th. It's not exactly great, but I think Arsenal will probably take it.
Well, there are a few rumours suggesting they're linked to Madison. I think they're linked to that Lautaro Martinez guy as well. So if they get a few of them deals done,
Mil for him.
that could be good.
Yeah, like if we did this exact video, but a day before the Premier League, the transfer window ended, we could we probably do this completely different because you don't know who's going to sign who yet.
That's why I liked it when for that one season the transfer window shut before the season started.
Yeah, because it's very hard to make these predictions.
Yeah, definitely. I think we've all got Tottenham in 7th or 6th, haven't we?
7th is I've got Spurs.
It's so hard because we have no idea what's going to happen with Harry Kane.
Yeah,
and
but
Nuno's
even if
first
it does-
season, I'm not expecting huge things.
Even if Kane does stay, I don't. Yeah, he'll probably still give it his all, won't he? But he's obviously not happy, is he? Like, hasn't he ruled himself out of the opening Premier League game of the season?
Yeah, I think he has.
Yeah, so he's obviously not pleased. And if they lose Kane, then I can't even see them finishing 7th.
I think take out Kane and take out Son, even though Son signed a new contract. They don't have that good a squad. They're getting Romero in, which is a good signing. That Gill guy, I'm excited to see what he can do. But I don't think they've got a like swashbuckling team. If you take Kane and Son out, they were the main reason for goals last season.
Who's their backup striker?
I don't think they got one.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of who they've got up front.
Because they had Carlos Vinicius, didn't they, last season? But that was temporary. That was a loan, I think. So
yeah, but the thing is, if they do sell Kane for like, it's going to be like 160 million or something. If you do,
Yeah, it will be.
and you don't know who they're going to bring in with that money.
Well, everyone's looking at strike. I mean, Lukaku's going to Chelsea. I don't see Tottenham getting him for the Haaland like. So I don't know who else there really is.
I don't know who we could get in. Maybe Gabriel Jesus if Kane does go to sea.
Yeah, well, there was small rumors about Martial, but I think that was sort of like only.
Yeah, but I mean, if they weren't
I don't know
to
why he
massively
wants that
downgrade,
Martial.
if they were going to not massively downgrade, the only ones they could get is like a Lukaku or a Haaland, and they're not going to do that. So no matter what they get, it's going to be a big
If
downgrade.
Jimenez has a good season, Spurs will go in for Jimenez.
Yeah, I could see that. I could see that.
I reckon Jimenez and Nuno at Tottenham. That's a recipe for success. Majorly. Similar sort of player to Harry Kane, as in, you know, not the fastest sort of.
Oh, yeah, 100%.
So I think that could work with him and Son. We've spoken about Villa. Me and Max have got them high up. Jamie had them quite low down. We've spoke about Villa, and you know, it's hard to predict what they're going to do this
They
season.
don't get Europe, then there's something seriously up with their fucking recruitment or their manager. Either way, there's something seriously up. They need to get Europe.
Yeah.
To sort of justify this big spending that they've been on in the last few years.
Which one of you had Leicester in 5th, or was that both of you?
I had Leicester.
Okay.
I think they've actually made really good signings so far, haven't they? What is that? Sumare, is it?
Yeah.
And that Daka guy. So
I was looking at that. What are Leicester going to do up front? Because they've got Vardy, who's always going to get goals, but he is aging. Iniacho, who was great second half of last season. And now they got Dakar. They've got 3 really good strikers there, so it'll be interesting to see how they.
yeah, I mean, this is why I've got them quite high up, especially if you keep Maddison, although he's injured most of the time. But yeah, I think it's just going to be another Leicester season where they sort of push for top 4, but they don't quite make it.
Yeah, definitely. I think, well, we've all left the big 4 to last. I don't think there was any doubt in that. I think this season, there's not really going to be a fight for Champions League. These 4 teams are just going to run away with it. I think 5th Arsenal, I've put them 5th, but I don't think they'll be like really pushing for the Champions League place.
Yeah.
Because of the 4 in front of them. Max, we'll go with you first for this. 4th to 1st.
In 4th, I've got Man United. In 3rd, I've got Liverpool. 2nd, I've got Chelsea. And 1st, obviously, I've got City.
Okay, Jamie?
I have in 4th Liverpool, 3rd United, 2nd Chelsea, 1st City.
Okay, I've gone 4th Liverpool, 3rd Chelsea, 2nd United, 1st City. So we've all got near enough.
I feel like the only guaranteed one's City. I think if City don't win the league, if they get Grealish and Kane and don't win the league, that is a huge. There's absolutely no chance they don't win the league if they get. I think even if he didn't sign Grealish and Kane, they'd still win the league. But
yeah,
it's just certain now. And if Chelsea get Lukaku, I think they're almost guaranteed 2nd, to be honest.
It's tough between United and Chelsea. Those 2, I think, are going to go to the final day for 2nd. I really do.
I think United are only just going to get 4th, to be honest with you boys.
I think Liverpool massively depends on if Van Dijk stays fit and if he's actually the same player that he was before his injury. And they've only made 1 signing so far, haven't they? That what was it? Was it Canate?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
that was a big signing for them though.
Yeah, we did
Definitely.
need it. We did need it because you can't see Van Dijk and Gomez having a full season injury free, can you? So
well, I don't know. Are they going to start Canate? I don't know whether it's going to be Canate starting or Gomez starting. So
yeah,
I-
yeah. It depends because they could sign a few more, but I think at the moment I've got Liverpool fourth.
I can't lie to you boys. I can't see Sancho turning it on till sort of late in the season. I think
No, I can't agree with you on that one. I've not seen anything from Sancho that makes me think he's not going to do really well in the Premier League.
I can see why you've said that though, Max. But I think I'm sort of like I don't think he's going to hit multiple goals and be like player of the season first season. But I
If
think he'll
United-
be consistently good for United.
If
The way they
United
play
do
as well.
if we do sign a defensive midfielder, then I'll put us in second. But as of right now, with just for centre back and the right winger we've signed, I think I'll stick with third.
That is so true. That's so true. And it was hard to put Chelsea in third because the only thing they were really missing last season was a striker that can put the ball in the back of that consistently. And if they bring Lukaku in, that ticks that box. But a full season, I'm still. I mean, I've doubted Tuchel before, and he's proved me wrong. But Tuchel football in the Premier League is going to be an interesting sort of thing to look at whether it works for 38 games because it suits tournaments like the Champions League to a T. That's why they won it. But I'm just seeing whether, and if they get injuries, I think it's all in the signings. They're getting Lukaku more than likely. Kunde could come in, so they'll be there or thereabouts. But I've just got them in third for.
It's going to be hard to predict Chelsea because they are going to do a lot of business from now until the start of the season. I think because they've not actually signed anyone yet, have they?
No, not officially. No, I don't think.
Yeah. Chelsea definitely aren't going to go a fucking full transfer window without signing anyone. So I think a lot of business is going to be done from them from now till the start of the season.
Yeah.
Depending on what signings they make, I think they could push City because Lukaku. I think Lukaku's actually going to be a big signing.
Yeah, so do I. And I think Lukaku would be good for Chelsea. Yeah, I think. Well, every time Chelsea have played Manchester City on Tuchel, they've won, haven't they? So realistically, although United have a good record against City as well, don't they, under Solskjaer? So it'll be. We always say it's going to be really close, and then one team runs away with it.
The title race. I don't. It's probably not going to be close, depending on who Chelsea sign. But the title race isn't going to be close.
Yeah. If you lose 2 games, it's basically done at this point, isn't it? Because that's how close it is, and that's how the standard City are going to be set in this season. Liverpool fourth, I've put. I know you said about Van Dijk. That's not my main issue with Liverpool. My main issue with Liverpool is the midfield because they've got Robertson, Alexander-Arnold, Van Dijk, Gomez / Konate. That's a very good back four. Salah, Mane, Firmino, Jota. That speaks for itself. They've just sold Wijnaldum. They haven't brought anyone in yet. They've got Fabinho, who's defensive. Thiago, who's hit and miss for Liverpool. I'm not convinced with their midfield. They might get Saul Niguez in. That's being rumoured. But at the moment, I'm not fully convinced with Liverpool's midfield.
I thought you was going to say the attack, to be honest, because I think they're very reliant on Salah, especially if Mane has another season like he did last season, and Firmino's not a goal scorer.
No, but I think they've got Jota now who can play up front and will get more goals than Firmino will. So it depends what Klopp wants to do.
I think Max
will tell you
that Jota might not he might not continue that form he had before his injury.
That's true.
Patch. He'll do his usual where he hits his patches, man. Like he's the most frustrating player to watch. Genuinely, it's actually heartbreaking watching Diego Jota play for your club.
Yeah. I think we've all got City to win the league, haven't we? So I think that's sort of standard. And it'll be a shock if anyone else does. So that's our 20 team predicted table. We've now also predicted who's going to win the Golden Glove, the Golden Boot, and the Player of the Year. We'll start with Golden Glove because that's the least interesting. Sorry, Max, I know you're a goalkeeper, but it's all right.
Hell, the Dragon's the one that gets offended by that, mate. I don't really care.
I don't like him. You're a better keeper than him, Max, by the way.
Thank you, mate. Appreciate it.
Golden Glove. I
Yeah,
think it.
Cal. Sorry.
When I was doing Golden Glove, I had it in my head it was a battle between Alisson and Ederson, and I've just completely disregarded Mendy. But I'm going to stick with Ederson, just because I think.
Well, I look like a twat now, don't I?
Why?
Kasper Schmeichel, I've got down.
I think
Schmeichel. Have you actually got Schmeichel there?
Yeah.
That's a big L from you.
I was just waiting for where's Max's most controversial take of the episode, and there it is.
We were literally just discussing about how Leicester have only got one fucking senior centre back fit.
Yeah.
Fofana was fit.
Well, yeah, but he's not anymore.
Okay enough prediction, but Fofana injured, that screws Leicester defence.
Can I change it?
No.
No.
You've said it. You've said it into existence now, I'm afraid.
Yeah, well, yeah.
I was hoping you'd back it. We need some debate.
Jamie, who you got in Golden Glove?
Just very boring with Ederson. I think whoever United's keeper is, I think could be up there, because United have been keeping quite a few clean sheets anyway. But I think the addition of Varane's going to put that up. But you don't know who's going to be in net, whether it's going to be Henderson or De Gea or even fucking Heaton. So
I think it's going to be Henderson for league, De Gea for Europe, Heaton for cups. That's probably the most logical thing he's going. It's not ideal that we have two really good goalkeepers, even though De Gea is on the decline. But I think that's what Ollie's going to do. But it's too hard to predict.
Really good goalkeepers is a massive stretch.
He's still competent, De Gea. Okay, he can't take a penalty, but that's not number one on
save on either.
No, that's true.
I feel like it's going to be quite a boring one, but yeah, Ederson's just going to win the Golden Glove, isn't he?
Yeah. Mendy, I think Chelsea only conceded 2-3 goals in the whole of the Champions League last season.
Yeah, that's a good shout. So,
and 5 at the back, 2 shout football. Mendy stands a big chance. So, but it's that defense last season for City. That was something else.
Yeah,
yeah. Alisson as well is a shout, but we'll see how Van Dijk is. Golden Boot. I'll start on this one. It was easy to go Harry Kane, but I didn't know the situation between Harry Kane, so I kind of left him out and I went with Salah.
Oh. I've just got the exact same opinion as you then, because
I've gone for Timo.
If Kane goes to City, then it's almost certainly going to be Kane. But I've gone with Salah because we don't have the Kane situation. So
Salah's always out thereabouts.
If Kane goes to City, I think Timo will win it.
Fuck off! Who've you actually got?
Timo.
No, you've not.
No, I've genuinely got Timo.
No, you have not.
I do have Timo Werner. I promise you.
Why?
Why?
Is this based on Lukaku's deal falling through?
Yeah, I forgot. Because I made this before I saw the Lukaku links.
Right, okay.
But even if you saw it before the Lukaku links, it doesn't make any fucking sense.
Right,
right. He's gonna do it.
Because this is so out there, I'm going to allow you to change it if you're willing to, or you can back your boy.
He's gonna do it. All right. I will change it if you really want me to. We'll go Kane wherever he goes. It'll be Kane.
Okay, so
Timo is going to do it though.
You can back your boy Timo, and if it happens, it's the biggest dub anyone's ever taken on this podcast.
Yeah, me and Charlie have just forced you into a really boring opinion.
I don't want to be like Tom Garrett. I don't want to be different, but I see a genuine reason that Timo Werner could win the Golden Boot.
Yeah, no, I mean you don't have to be. You don't have to be boring like us and go for Salah, but like Timo Werner's just taking the piss a bit.
If whoever is starting up front for Chelsea this season will win the Golden Boot.
Yeah, but where have you even got that from? Because Tuchel doesn't even play attacking football. He's all about good
his strikers.
Defense and one that wins.
I'm convinced that whether it be Lukaku or Werner, they will win the Golden Boot.
I think it's a solid enough opinion that a Chelsea striker could win, because they did create a lot of chances last season, but we don't know it because Werner missed most of them.
He's not even going to be the top goal scorer for the club. Like
Lukaku.
Kai Havertz will get more goals than Werner.
Well,
I think Havertz is going to have a really good season this season. I
Thank
think
God.
he looked good.
Why
in
is
the-
that any different from me
What?
saying I think Werner's going to have a very good season this season?
Because
So are you
Werner's,
going Werner?
Werner's just a bit of a meme, though, isn't he?
Yeah, but so was Havertz last season.
Are you
No,
going
he's not.
Werner?
He did well at the end of last season. He scored the fucking goal to win the Champions League,
Um,
and he had a very good Euros.
can,
Right.
let's skip to player of the year because my player of the year is actually Kai Havertz.
My player of the year is Jack Grealish.
Oh, go on, Max. Mine's Jack Grealish as well, depending on if
Love
he
that
stays fit. Depending, because everyone's sort of saying like, oh, you don't know if he's going to start every game. He's going to be like he might be on the bench, but they spent 100 million on him. Like you can't spend 100 million on someone and keep him on the bench for most of the season.
Yeah, that's just.
So I think as long as he's fit, I think he's going to start.
Pep Guardiola can do what he likes.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I can see why you've gone Grealish. I was very sort of reluctant to go with a Manchester City forward because Pep does like to rotate that position a lot. I
Yeah.
understand, like, you're not going to rotate £100 million player, but it's Pep. He's done weirder things. He didn't play a DM in the Champions League final, so.
Oh yeah, he definitely will. He definitely will rotate, but I just think Grealish is going to be the main man. He's sort of like up there with De Bruyne because I think Pep sort of fell out with Sterling towards the end of the season, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like he's not got sort of like a Gareth Southgate relationship with him where he's gonna play him every game no matter what.
Well, it's going to be interesting because Sterling did have a really good Euros, but I don't think Pep Guardiola really cares about that.
Yeah. So Grealish, I'm surprised Max said Grealish. You Max, that's probably your favourite player now, isn't it, Max Grealish?
Mate,
No,
you
he's
know
not a
what?
Villa.
He's a fucking legend, isn't he?
Now
love
he's
that guy.
absolutely rattled the whole of the Villa
No,
family.
he's rattled everyone on the planet. I just love him.
Max is GOAT.
It is annoying because, you know, he is one of my favourite players as well. I think he's one of everyone's favourite players just because how good he is to watch. But now he's at Man City, it's kind of harder to like him, especially if you're a United fan. But
I think it would have been very interesting to see how Villa did if they could keep him. Because I think they would have had a very good squad if he stayed. But
they probably have a better squad than Spurs.
yeah, definitely, especially if Kane leaves.
Kai Havertz is a bit of a weird one. With you, James, I think he's going to have a really good season. He hit some good form last season. It's hard because if they don't sign Lukaku, which it looks like they will now, Kai Havertz will probably be the man up front. And even with Lukaku, I think Havertz will thrive off of that. So it might not be like the most common, but I just got a feeling he's going to have a good season. And I understand player of the year coming from the team I've predicted third is a bit risky, but I think it's going to be so close between those four at the top. Then player of the year can really come from any one of them. So I just think Havertz is going to have a really good season. I think he's adapting really well now to the Premier League. So we'll see. We'll see though. So that any other predictions you want to make?
We're not done signing. We're not done signing of the season yet.
No.
Oh yeah, shit.
We're not doing that. We're not doing that yet.
Right, okay.
We'll do that when we eventually do a tier list or something about the transfer windows like we did last year.
That makes sense.
Yeah. Any other predictions? Maybe young player of the year. Has anyone got anything crazy that they think is going to happen this season?
Young player of the year will go to Francisco Trincao.
I can't say I agree with that one. I feel like Charlie, yours is probably just going to be Havertz in it, young player of the year if he's your player of the year.
Well, I mean, Diaz won player of the year, didn't he, and didn't win young player of the year. So there's a situation there.
No, yeah, that's true.
But
what's the age? Is it 23? It's 23.
Don't get me started on the stupid age range of the young
Raheem
player.
Sterling and Jack Grealish won it when they were 24. So
Kane was nominated when he was turning 25 or something.
Wait, what's the actual age limit? Is it 25?
I think you have to be 23 at the start of the season.
Oh, so someone who's 24 could have been young player of the season.
Yeah, that's how flawed it is.
That doesn't make much sense, does it?
In all fairness, I think young player this season, a sort of out there prediction for me would be Ferran Torres for City. But again, I don't think he will play enough yet to warrant that.
I couldn't even tell you how old he is.
21. I think he's younger than you think he is. It's
No, surely he's not going to get much game time though, especially after Grealish is signed.
yeah, that's why I'm kind of reluctant to actually confirm that. But
they do need to get someone out, don't they? And I think they are looking at getting Bernardo Silva out, aren't they? Out of
Yeah.
squad. So if that could get him more game time, but I think sort of a young player of the year. I don't know. I don't want to go for an obvious one like a Foden or something, but I think Sancho will definitely be up there as much as Max thinks it will flop.
yeah, it's hard to know which
Is he
young
doing
players
some-
are going to get game time though.
Where's Max gone?
I'm here. I'm
I dunno.
here. I'm looking
thought-
through Twitter.
I do think
I thought COVID had finished you
All
off.
in the subway.
I think as much as this might be a bit out there as well, maybe Saka and Smith Rowe, because I think with Arsenal,
No, not Smith Rowe. Fucking hell.
well, it
Saka,
depends.
yeah, Saka, yeah. But Smith Rowe, that's
But all like the youngsters of the top four aren't going to like Sancho will play and Havertz will play, but the Fodens and the Greenwoods aren't going to be week in week out starters.
yeah.
So it's hard to predict a young player of the year. While Saka and Smith Rowe, Saka way more than Smith Rowe, but still, I think
Yeah, well,
especially this time Madison as well. But
Smith
they'll be
Rowe
playing
could
week in week out, so I think that they'll stand a better chance of that. But
Smith Rowe could be sort of a bench warmer if you sign Madison or Odegaard.
that is true. That is true.
So yeah, I could see Saka because I don't know, Pepe as well, aren't he?
That's true. Well, Saka
Yeah.
can play anywhere as well, can't well not
Yeah,
anywhere,
Saka
but
can
most
literally
positions.
play literally anywhere on the pitch. So he'll probably
Yeah.
find it in there. Yeah, it'd be stupid for them not to have Saka as a starter. I know we spent a shit ton on Pepe, but Saka's
Okay.
just a lot better.
Jamie,
Let no.
Hello.
what are you thinking for Adama this season?
If Jimenez stays fit, he's gonna. I think he'll have a very good season. He sort of couldn't have a good season last year because he had no one to fucking give the ball to when he took on
Yeah.
about 6 players.
That is true.
Yeah.
So I remember my mate's brother. He is 11 to be fair to him because Kean said I think he said to him, "Oh, Jamie thinks Saddam is a good player," and his brother was like, "Oh, is he fuck? He got like 2 assists and 1 goal last season. He's shit." And then I got
That's
into
good
an
luck to
argument.
GA.
And then I got into an argument with an 11-year-old about Adama Traore and how he had no one to cross the ball to, so that's why he had no goal contributions.
Yeah.
But if Jimenez does stay fit, then yeah, I think Adama could go into any team in the league and have an impact, whether that'd be off the bench or starter. I think he's that good.
Yeah.
So
he'll have an impact on the game in some way. He'll have a more significant impact on the game this season because of the style of football, I think.
100%.
yeah, I have high hopes for Adama. I always have high hopes for Adama.
Yeah. And they've got Neto as well, and Podence. I don't know
Yeah.
the situation with Podence. I don't know whether
He's
is he still
staying-
injured.
we
Are he
don't-
fit? Are he fit yet?
Yeah, he's Podence. No one really knows with him. But,
Yes, but is Neto back?
Neto isn't. No.
Oh,
When's he back?
We don't actually know. I think sort of October time.
Yeah, see, when all these players are fit, then I think Wolves have actually got a decent squad.
yeah. I think
Yeah.
I think they
Oh, I
do.
agree. I agree.
It'll be interesting to see how Bruno Lage is it.
Yeah, Lage.
Lage. Interesting to see how he does.
Yeah,
First
I think
season.
so as well.
I can't say I watched any of Benfica, so
No,
I've got
yeah.
no
I've
idea
seen a
what
few
kind.
clips and I've spoken to a few fans, and they, it's
Yeah, I don't know what
fucking
kind of football he plays.
ideal.
Final prediction then. I've just thought of this, considering we're speaking about managers. Last one before we go. Well, we haven't done manager of the year, but I was thinking first to be sacked. Who's the
to be
first
fair,
manager?
Patrick Vieira.
Yeah, I feel like that's a very obvious shout, isn't it?
Hang on, didn't you just say? Oh no, you said you want him to go to the championship. Okay.
I want him to do well. That's
I
what I
think,
want.
yeah, I don't have a necessary issue with him.
Oh, I can't. I know I've put Everton at 8th, but I think Rafa could be favourite because I think the Everton fans already fucking hate him. So
I don't
if
think
he
they'll
has,
sack
if he
him.
has, No, 'cause if he
early
has
on.
any sort of a bad start to the season, then Everton fans are going to be even more on his back because they already fucking despise him.
he's fighting a losing battle.
Yeah.
It's probably the safe option to go with Watford, considering they get through managers like hot dinners.
Yeah,
But
that's a good point.
Xisco Muniz is sort of a fan favourite at Watford, so it's going to be difficult. I think, yeah, I'll go Xisco Watford. Just to be on the safe side. A manager of the year is easy to say Pep, isn't it? Because he's winning the league.
Dean Smith.
To be fair. Yeah, you got Villa down in ninth, haven't you?
Manager. He's a fucking checkbook manager.
Oh no, I've got Villa down at 11th. I only said it because I wanted to see what Max said.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, Guardiola. Right, that's the Premier League predictions. The weekly score predictions are returning for the new season. I won the last one. Jamie won the Euros, so it's sort of 1-1 in the overall battles.
I'm rooting for Max this year.
I'm rooting for Max this year.
Come on, Max. Less of the in fact, didn't you come second in the Euros?
Yeah, I did.
No, it was joint second actually.
Well, I came second, didn't I, Charlie?
Yeah.
So
But
I did
joint
come
second.
So don't say it was joint second. It was second.
Well, no, I'm not denying you came second.
No,
I'm just saying
you're
someone
not.
else came second with
I know
you.
what you're like.
Shut up. So that will return as of next Friday. Brentford Arsenal is the opening game. And
What,
this will be
that's the opening game in the Prem this season.
Brentford Arsenal, yeah. No, I reckon it'll be a good game actually.
Fucking shite that.
And then Man United, Leeds, and City, Spurs
That
are
should be the opening game.
Yeah, it should. But they always like to start the Premier League on a Friday. I don't know why, but
No,
I swear it's always Arsenal that open the
I was thinking that.
open the season.
Yeah. So that's that. We'll be predicting all of those scores on the DKO Twitter page at Delay Kickoff 1. And you can find Jamie at insert.
I think Jamie Ogden 21, I think.
Jamie Ogden 21.
Thanks, Max.
Max, where can we find you? Other than in isolation.
No.
Is he having a conversation?
It just sounds like watching TV.
I'm just saying Max Musava. That's my fucking mum and nan in the background, man.
Oh yeah. Who do they think's winning the Premier League?
They're from London, so they're quite loud.
Oh. Okay. Yeah, and you can find me at Charlie Griffith 1. Thank you all for listening, and we will see you when the Premier League season starts for regular podcasts. Hopefully, we can get in the studio relatively soon. Fingers crossed.
Yeah, we can fight in the studio.
Yeah. The metaphorical throwing hands will turn into physical throwing hands. But thank you all for listening, and we will see you next time.